My name is Donnie's, and the day that should have been the proudest of my life, my college graduation turned into a public nightmare I'll never forget. 4 years ago, I got into a decent state university with a partial scholarship. I was the first in my family to go to college. My parents were never really supportive. They didn't care what I studied or whether I graduated. What they did care about was money. Dad worked in construction. Mom was a part-time house cleaner. They weren't wealthy, but they had enough savings and pensions lined up for retirement. My tuition was mostly covered, but they did help with housing my first year. About $9,000 total. Every single month after that, they reminded me of it. "You better be worth it, Daniel," Dad would grunt. "We're sacrificing our future for you. Don't end up some art school loser," Mom would sneer. "We expect results." So I majored in computer science. Not because I loved it, but because I knew it would make them happy. I worked night shifts, did tutoring gigs, applied for grants. And finally, 4 years later, I made it. I graduated with honors. The ceremony was outdoors, beautiful weather. I saw other families holding flowers, clapping proudly, wiping tears of joy. My parents, sat in the crowd with cold, blank stares. When my name was called and I walked across the stage, I smiled wider than ever. The dean shook my hand, and I lifted my diploma in the air, hoping they'd feel proud that I'd finally earned my place in their hearts. Then the unexpected happened. As I stepped off the stage and toward the audience, my dad suddenly rushed forward. Before I could react, he slapped me hard right there in front of hundreds of students, faculty, and families. "You wasted our money," he shouted. "You said you'd get a real job after 2 years. You lead." Gasps echoed all around. Cameras caught the whole thing. I stumbled back, stunned and humiliated. Then my mom, standing just behind him, laughed. Not nervously. Mocked me. She actually said, "That's what happens when you don't listen to your father." The world spun. My heart sank. Years of effort. Years of sacrifice. And this was how they repaid me. I didn't fight back, not physically. But in that moment, something inside me turned to steel. You see, what they didn't know was that I'd been helping them manage their online banking and pension accounts ever since college began. I handled bill payments for them, made sure their retirement investments were in place, and helped them avoid penalties. I had access because they never thought I'd be anything but obedient. So a week after graduation, while staying with a friend and job hunting, I made my move. I didn't steal anything I didn't have to. I simply transferred their pensions into accounts that would be legally inaccessible for several years. The funds were still in their names, just frozen into long-term annuities that couldn't be touched until retirement age without massive penalties. I consulted a lawyer beforehand. It was all above board. Then I emailed them. "Since I wasted your money, I figured you wouldn't need access to your pensions just yet. They're now safely secured for your future, not for petty control. Enjoy." My dad exploded. My mom cried. They called me dozens of times. I didn't answer. I had just landed a remote job with a tech company. My salary was higher than anything they'd ever earned. I rented a small apartment, got into therapy, and slowly started building a life on my terms. It's been 2 years since that day. I haven't spoken to them. They tell relatives I stole from them, but when the truth comes out, most people go silent. Sometimes I wonder if they still blame me, or if they finally look at that locked pension account and realize I protected their future better than they ever protected mine. But one thing I know for sure, the boy who walked off that stage, humiliated, isn't the same man today. I may have been slapped in front of the world, but now I stand tall on my own.